Hi, welcome back to SQL Database Administration Hub. Today we're tackling two of the most disruptive sensitive SQL Server performance problems, blocking and deadlocks.
Blocking and deadlocks are among the most common issues DBAs get called to fix urgently.
Blocking happens when one session holds a lock and another session waits for it, sometimes for seconds, sometimes for minutes, causing cascading delays across the entire application.
Deadlocks are more severe. Two sessions are permanently stuck waiting for each other, and SQL Server must kill one of them to break the cycle. We covered the basic blocking detection query using DMVs in the monitoring video.
Let's go deeper into diagnosing what's actually causing the block and how to resolve it.
When you identify a blocking chain, the first thing to understand is what the blocking session is doing.
First, let's address these long transactions. Next, we'll optimize the missing indexes. Finally, we can redesign the transaction logic for extended periods. Missing indexes scan large portions of a table while holding locks, and poor transaction design where work is done outside the transaction boundary unnecessarily. Solutions include adding appropriate indexes to reduce lock duration, breaking large transactions into smaller batches, using Read Committed Snapshot Isolation, which eliminates most read-write blocking by using row versioning instead of locks.
A deadlock occurs when two or more sessions are each waiting for a lock held by the other, creating a circular wait that can never resolve on its own. SQL Server's Deadlock Monitor detects this situation
and automatically kills the session with the lowest deadlock priority, called the deadlock victim, and rolls back its transaction.
SQL Server records deadlock information in the System Health Extended Event session, which is always running in the background. To view recent deadlocks, query it like this. The deadlock graph returned is an XML document that shows exactly which sessions were involved, what resources they were waiting on, and what queries they were running. SSMS can render this as a visual deadlock graph. Right-click the XML result and select Save Results as, save as an XDL file, then open it in SSMS to see the graphical representation.
Common deadlock patterns include two sessions updating the same two tables in opposite order, and sessions that mix read and write operations in long transactions. Once you identify the pattern, you can redesign the transaction order,
add appropriate indexes, or implement retry logic in the application to handle deadlock victims gracefully. Prevention is always better than cure. Here are the most effective strategies for reducing blocking and deadlocks. Access objects in a consistent order. Deadlocks most commonly occur when two transactions access the same tables in different sequences. Enforce a consistent order of table access in your application code and stored procedures to eliminate circular waits. Keep transactions short. The longer a transaction holds locks, the more opportunities there are for blocking and deadlocks. Move any work that doesn't need to be inside the transaction, like sending emails or calling external APIs, outside the transaction boundary.
And that's blocking and deadlocks covered. To recap, blocking occurs when one session holds a lock another session needs, and you diagnose it using DMV queries that reveal the blocking chain, then resolve it with better indexes, shorter transactions, or snapshot isolation. Deadlocks are circular waits that SQL Server resolves by killing the deadlock victim, and you diagnose them using the System Health Extended Event session and the Deadlock Graph XML. Prevention strategies, consistent object access order, short transactions, RCSI, and proper indexing address the root causes rather than just the symptoms. Blocking and deadlock calls are some of the most urgent situations a DBA faces. Mastering these diagnostic and prevention techniques will make you invaluable when things go wrong. Subscribe so you don't miss the next video, and I'll see you there.
Generous Academy.